Hey world, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Abbayabbadoo, and today is another suggested video by this person who has asked how to cut guinea pig nails and how to avoid cutting the quick. Now, I've already done a video about nail cutting, but I've been meaning to redo it, and I thought now would be the time, especially if someone has asked me to do this video. Nail trimming is something that a lot of guinea pig owners worry about, and I totally get it. I used to be scared to do this because I didn't want to hurt them. What if you cut too much? What if they don't stay still? What if their nails are black and you can't see where to cut them? And these are all things we're going to cover in this video today. If you don't trim their nails regularly, they can curl into their foot pads, become overgrown, or even cause pain and mobility issues. Now, before we start, you can get your guinea pig's nails trimmed at a vet. Of course, this is going to cost money, and to be honest, it's a lot easier just to do it yourself at home, because if a vet isn't available at the time you want your guinea pig's nails cut, then you're not going to know how to do it yourself. So if it were me, I would just learn how to do it. First, we're going to talk about the tools you need to cut your guinea pig's nail. Small pet nail clippers like this that are designed for animals like guinea pigs, rabbits, and even cats. And as you can see, there's a little hole here for their nail to go into, and they're very sharp. You can use human nail clippers, which obviously some people prefer because you already have them in your house. They need to be very sharp, they cannot be dull. If human nail clippers are dull, they can crush or split the nail instead of cleanly cutting it, which can be painful because imagine cutting your flat human nail with a pair of dull scissors. It's going to be uncomfortable. And think of a curved animal nail being cut by something dull and flat. It's going to also be uncomfortable and probably painful. Once you have the right clippers, you want to hold your guinea pig securely. So wrap them up in a blanket, burrito style, and pull one of their paws out gently to the front so you can easily access it. Take one paw at a time and trim each nail slowly, going little by little to avoid cutting too much. If you're unsure, it's always better to take off less of the nail to begin with than taking off way too much. Some guinea pigs don't mind nail trims, but as we know, guinea pigs are very dramatic, they're noisy and wiggly. If your guinea pig starts squeaking or wiggling or moving away, they could just be being dramatic. So don't panic, they're probably just telling you they don't like it, and it doesn't necessarily mean you are hurting them. To help them keep calm, you could give them a snack while you're trying to cut their nails, something yummy like a cucumber or their favourite vegetable. This can sometimes help distract them and create nail clipping a positive experience because they'll think of food. Keep the session short and take breaks if your guinea pig seems to be getting too stressed. It could be easier if you cut 1 or 2 paws at a time over a course of days rather than all of them at the same time. If you're stressed, they will pick up on it and then they will be stressed. So try and stay calm. I know it's kind of scary when you first try. Now let's talk about the quick of the guinea pig's nail. This is the pink part inside your guinea pig's nail that contains blood vessels and nerves. If you cut into it, it could be painful and can bleed. For guinea pigs with light coloured nails, the quick is easy to see because it's pink. You can trim just before it. But with black nails, it's a little bit more difficult to locate the quick. The best way to cut black nails safely is to trim tiny bits at a time rather than cut off a large chunk. If you can, try and check for a black dot in the centre of the nail after each trim. This means that you're getting closer and closer to the quick and it's time to stop cutting. You can try and use a flashlight from a phone and put it underneath the nail. Sometimes it can help you see the quick more easily. I've tried this a couple times, but my guinea pigs are just too wiggly to sit still for this. If your guinea pig has both light and dark nails, you could use the lighter nails as a reference to see how long they should be. And accidents happen. I have accidentally cut the quick of my guinea pig's nails so many times, no matter how much experience I have with cutting guinea pig nails. Don't panic, your guinea pig might flinch, they might squeak, they might squirm away from you. That's completely normal because it will hurt them, unfortunately. It's the same kind of sensation as pulling a loose bit of skin on your fingernail and pulling it that little bit too far. However, the bleeding will stop with the right care, and if it doesn't, obviously seek help from a vet, but you can usually cure this at home. You can use cornstarch to stop the bleeding, or even flour if you don't have any cornstarch. Just dip the nail gently into it and apply pressure with a towel or a tissue. I don't know how, but I completely forgot to mention that you can use styptic powder to do the exact same thing as cornstarch and flour. It's just made specifically for animals. Give your guinea pig a break, have a little cuddle session with them, give them treats, give them vegetables, and wait for it to stop bleeding before you put them back in the cage. The nail will be sensitive for a few days, so make sure they're on clean, soft bedding like fleece or a freshly cleaned cage, and this is just to prevent an infection. If your guinea pig's nails get too long, like I said, they can curl. And before I get into this, guinea pig's nails will naturally curl with old age, but as long as they lay flat on the floor, then they are not too long. Although if these nails are left unchecked, then they will curve into the feet pad and cause pain, and even an infection. To fix an overgrown nail, you don't want to cut too much at once, because you might hit the quick, because the quick will grow with the nail. Instead, trim a little bit every few days until the nails are a healthy length, and you can even try and use a nail file to reshape it if it's majorly curving into their feet even after trimming. Regular nail trims prevent this. I trim my guinea pig's nails every 2 to 4 weeks, and they're always on a rotation of nail trims. So what happens if you don't cut your guinea pig's nails? Well, overgrown nails will affect the way your guinea pigs walk, which could cause arthritis and mobility issues, especially in older guinea pigs. If the quick grows too long, it can make future nail trims a lot more difficult, because you won't be able to cut as much off without making them bleed. So keeping up with regular nail trims is the best way to keep them happy and healthy. And before the video ends, here are some tips and tricks that I do to make nail trimming a lot easier. So the first thing is holding them in a certain way, kind of making them a bit uncomfortable and not feel like they will be able to run off and escape, and also at the same time supporting them and making them feel secure while you're doing it, and as well as making it a lot easier for you to see their nails, especially their front ones, as I find for me those are the hardest ones to cut. And although I have already said this once in the video, I think it's really important, which is treating your guinea pigs afterwards and giving them lots of vegetables. Like I said, not only does it associate nail cutting with something good, as it's not the most enjoyable thing for a guinea pig, it's also a nice treat for them to just relax after a likely stressful experience for them. And my final tip, which is actually a pretty strange one, is play piano music, or those YouTube videos that make it seem like this piano music is dedicated to small animals like guinea pigs. Actually, most people find piano music stresses out guinea pigs. And I know it sounds really, really mean to stress out your guinea pig, but actually it's more of a distraction from what is going on. I've never used this before, but I've heard so many people talk about it and have it work. And that's everything you need to know about guinea pig nail trims. I hope this video has helped, and thank you to the person who has suggested this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!